So we're back with Tower of God chapter 652. And this is the final chapter of the season. We see the ship of the Red Trash Can members entering some type of port. And we get a pan back to the captain. He was straight up saying, I didn't expect that monster to show up. He's talking about Urich. He's talking about Urich because Urich kind of threw a wrench in his plans. I mean, dude just came up on the battlefield and just started punching shit and everything was exploding. I would be kind of upset too. He's basically saying that things could have got a lot worse since he showed up. But luckily they got out of there. Then we see the captain looking at his phone. It appears that he's got some type of message. And he's saying to himself in his head, thank God they seem to be okay. Those people are pretty useful. They shouldn't have to die just yet. Like, damn, bro, that's how you feel about your people? He really might be an aspect of Zahard if that's how he thinks of his people. But then something catches him off guard. He sees a legion of ships coming his way. Even Kieran was caught off guard. And he's like, there seems to be an invisible floating ship coming up? Where was that at? And he's like really shocked that the ship knows their coordinates. But then he notices that symbol. And we all know whose symbol that is. It's the Zahard army. And they coming in full swing. Which you would expect since, a family head just kind of died. And that main family head was like the lackey of Zahard. Then we pan back to Lobaden's ship. One of the other sons of Tremere. And one of the main light bearers for the Lopobia family notices something very similar too. He notices there is a fleet ahead, but they're not quite sure who it is though. And he's like, all right, bet, let's just take a look at the lighthouse and see what's popping up. And when the identification popped up, it was a Zahard army as well. And it just so happened to be Commander Liebrick's third corps. Are they coming to potentially save the Lopobia family? But shortly after that, we pan back to Baam. And whatever situation he's going on with him feeling all this extra sensu. And we have V talking in his ear too, like coaching him up. But while Baam is having an existential crisis and is having a stimulation overload, he hears the intercoms on the ship, reminding all personnel that they're getting ready to dock. And then this is where we see where the Fug little ship is about to dock at. Baam is still kind of figure out why the hell am I on this ship and how did I get here? And then we get introduced to a new baddie. And she's asking her little subordinate, yo, when will Luslec be here? And the guy's like, we'll get there soon. And she seems to be super crazy on timing of things. And she's like, by what time? And he was like, about 10 minutes. And she's asking no, by the second, give me the second. He's all right, G, cool, 9 minutes, 30 seconds. She had the audacity to tell this man, if you're wrong, you must resign. So I guess this is Luslec's secretary. Like I said before, she low-key a baddie. Do we see the drip that she got on right now? Her earrings are top tier. But never mind all that. She seems to have this thing out that the Slayer candidate is really weak. And she even thinks Ginseng Ha is really weak. So what the hell is her ranking then? She's still just she's just over here observing, watching I wonder how weak he's gonna be. Then we pan back to Baam. Ginseng Ha comes in here to confront him and tell him to wake up, thinking that V is still in control of Baam's body. But Baam calls him master. So that kind of shocks him a little bit. Ginseng Ha goes to Baam. He's making sure he's okay, checking up on him, asking if he's hurt anywhere. And Baam is like, nah, for the most part, I'm good. I am kind of dizzy though, a little disoriented. But why the hell am I in here? Then Baam starts questioning him what happened to the game? Why am I here alone? What's going on with Balkun and Rack? Y'all notice he didn't say Endorsi. She low-key was getting on his nerves. Ginseng Ha's dude, I know it's all a little bit kind of sudden, but I really have no idea what happened either. I'm just as surprised as you are to be here. But he did tell Baam that the game ended and the Lopobia family had died. And Baam is in shock because he technically partnered up with the guy. Baam's definitely asking yo, come on, all right, bet. What about the others? Ginseng Ha does his best to try to console him. He's I think they're safe, but we're not entirely sure yet. And he says it seems like there hasn't been any other casualties in the arena. Baam is just questioning the hell out of him. He's are you sure about this? And Ginseng Ha's that's what people were saying. I'm just taking their word for it. Then Baam asks him again, yo, so why did I lose consciousness? And how the hell did I get up here? And I feel so bad for Ginseng Ha because he really has no answers for Baam. And Baam just keeps asking 1,000 questions a minute. And he tells Baam, I really don't know. Then the ship that they're getting on decides to land. Luslec, Baam, and Ginseng Ha get out the ship. And they're greeted by Luslec's secretary. I told y'all she is a baddie and she got those fits on. She seems like a Luslec glazer. She's bowing, kneeling her head, and saying welcome. Luslec, being the sly guy that he is like, I'm sorry that I worried you. She's like, no, not at all. I'm just relieved that there were no other accidents that occurred during the war. Luslec tells him, all right, hurry up. Enemies are starting to swarm us. They follow, but, she starts giving them a side eye. And then she says some foul shit, saying that Baam looks rather frail, just as the rumors say. Like, oh my God, SIU know how to draw some women now, okay? He's doing fan service right. And she says he looks like he doesn't suit a Slayer's power. And Ginseng Howe's like, all right, come on, girl, like, chill the fuck out. And then in Baum's head, V starts telling him, like, focus and observe carefully. And don't really pay attention to their words or their actions. And he tells him what's more important is inside. Just follow. Baum's head starts to hurt and he's asking questions like, who are you? Like, why are you inside me? Pause. And V's telling him it may be inconvenient right now, but would you accept without knowing? Until I can pry myself out of the shackles that I'm in right now and appear in my proper form, my complete form, you will become me. And then we pan to the Pobido family ship. This is where shit get crazy. A floating object is starting to head towards the family ship. Gastain is asking, like, does it have any special mark or anything? And y'all peep his new hand? He got some Dr. Doom type ish going on. But then they find out that symbol that the ship has is the commander-in-chief of the Zahard Royal Guard. I don't know how deep in the lore of Tower of God y'all in, but that only means that one person is about to show up. The strongest princess of Zahard, Adori Zahard. And she pulling up on some tough type shit. Gastain's like, what? Who pulling up? And then we get this shot of Adori and her katana that's glowing. Ooh. Then we pan towards Kuhn and Endorsi because they hear all the commotion that's going on. And one of their homies come and find them quickly. And he's like, yo, I know I haven't seen you for a couple days, but like, we got to get out of here. This place is about to be blown to smithereens. Hurry up. Come on, let's go. Kuhn's like, what? What are you talking about? And then we pan back to Adori. She's about to draw her katana, and then she just sends one slash throughout the air. The head librarian of the Pobido family tries to stop it with all these lighthouses that he has. But I don't think he stopped shit. That one cut straight through all those lighthouses and just obliterated an entire fleet. Straight up massacred, one hit. And then we get another close-up of her. She's so tough! Then she says, please tell the king the first order is complete. And then she's like, once the location of the next target is confirmed, I will move immediately for elimination. Oh my God, she is bad. I didn't think she was gonna be this bad and strong at the same time. She might be my new favorite. But her new target, though, is the Slayer candidate of Fug, Baam. She got me conflicted right now. How you gonna come after my nigga? But that was the end of the chapter. We also got a note from SIU, expressing his thoughts and feelings about this past season. And he's just letting us know there's going to be a little bit of a hiatus. Honestly, I'm all for him going on a hiatus. He's been dropping peak after peak after peak, week after week. He deserves a little time off. And if he come back cooking the way he been cooking, we ain't going to really care. But let me know what y'all think about the chapter.